Welcome everyone to Midwest Tree ID. On this channel, it is my mission to help you learn an abundance of trees that grow right here in the Midwest, and some key features on how to identify them. There's just one thing to clarify before we begin. We're not going to be throwing hatred or ridiculing any of the species that we're going to be talking about. But we do, however, want to encourage thoughtful conversation in the comments about personal experiences and things like that. Please try to remember that everything has value and that we are here to enjoy nature and everything it has to offer. So without anything else, let's jump right in. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Today we are in Nauvoo, Illinois, over by the Illinois-Iowa border, and we are taking a look at Pterocarya fraxinifolia. This is the Caucasian wingnut. This is one of a few wingnut species that do grow in the Midwest. This is the most common one to find. If there were a common one, this would be the most common one. Certainly not something you're going to find very often in the nursery trade. Hopefully I can kind of change that just a little bit. But the Caucasian wingnut is going to have pinnately compound leaves with the long leaflets that are roughly 3, maybe even 4 inches long in some cases. And the leaflets themselves are very lightly serrated, as you can see. They're very nice and lush green. But one neat feature about these, and we'll see these on a few other species, is the little wings on the rachis here. This is kind of a neat feature. Otherwise, your rachis is just going to be kind of a standard green, but it's got these nice kind of little side wings here. Now, the Caucasian wingnut is likely going to have anywhere from 7 to 11, maybe even 13 leaflets. These ones have closer to 17 leaflets, which is actually a lot, but these are off the suckers behind me. So now that we've talked a little bit about the leaflets, let's go ahead and take a look at the bark, and then we'll take a look at the habit. So the Caucasian wingnut bark is going to strongly resemble extremely furrowed ash bark, or like a Norway maple, or something we've kind of already talked about. It's going to be kind of a dark pale, or a pale brown to a dark brown. And it's going to have very, very striking furrows, very noticeable deep ridges and furrows. And it's also quite common to find the tree suckering in the nearby vicinity as well. So it can actually be a little bit of an aggressive suckering plant, for sure, but still quite a nice specimen, and again, extremely rare to find growing in most landscapes in the Midwest. So the Caucasian wingnut is going to be typically a rather large tree. This one here is very rounded. Sometimes they can have a little bit of a pyramidal or columnar shape to them, but they are typically very broad and very dense, just like you're kind of seeing here. There's a wide range that you can see for them in the Midwest. They can range from, some will say 30 feet, but this is clearly closer to 45 or 50 feet here. There are some at Missouri Botanical Gardens that are probably closer to 60 feet. So they can certainly have a wide range in size. But yeah, this is going to be a really cool tree to utilize in the landscape. And one of the other common features for the Caucasian wingnut is going to be its root system. It does have a rather fibrous and aggressive root system. So if this is something that you would contemplate planting, which I think it could make for a really, really nice park tree or rural tree, maybe not as much a residential tree due to that very fibrous root system, as it could potentially cause some similar damage to our sewer lines, some things that silver maples and hackberries can often cause. But that doesn't mean it still doesn't make for a beautiful addition and a great piece of diversity for a lot of our urban parks and rural communities as well. And again, this is not going to be one you find regularly in the nursery trade. I'm hoping I can get some growing in the nursery. There's no seed on this, so I won't be able to collect from this one. but the seed is going to look like almost like a strand of beads, almost is kind of what it looks like, about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches long. They just kind of dangle from the tree. It's really kind of a cool effect when they do that. So that's going to pretty much sum it up for the Caucasian wingnut, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you guys next time.